Hello, we're going to continue our vocabulary quest for vocabulary. We're going to continue part 2. We already finished the part 1. So the first vocabulary that we're going to talk about is guide. G I D guide. Guide. And it's a noun. What is the meaning of a guide or guide? A person who shows the way to others, especially one employed to show tourists around places of interest. We have our second definition of a guide: a book, document, or display providing information on a subject or about a place. Let's look at the American definition of a guide. In America, a guide is a person who leads or directs others. Let me go one more time. In America, a guide is a person who leads or directs other people on a journey. Second definition, American term: a person who shows and explains the interesting things in a place. And I have a last definition: a person who helps to direct another person's behavior, life, career, etc. So we're going to look at the word guide. We're going to look for the syllable, how many syllables. We're going to look for the phonemes and the grapheme. So let's start with the grapheme. So a grapheme is just a grapheme is a letter or symbol that represents alphabet. That is represented in a word. So when you use a letter or symbol to represent a word, in English we call it grapheme. And this grapheme is a Latin word graphema, which means symbol or letter. So let's look at the spelling, then we do our analysis of the word guide. So we look at the grapheme. It's a letter or symbol that represents a word. So guide. So we know guide is G-U-I-D. So guide, G-U-I-D-E, guide, guide, guide. Look at it very well. G-U-I-D-E, guide, guide. We are going to look at the IPA. I'll write the IPA down. In British, when writing the IPA, the bar that we use, the two bar, that is the beginning of the word and the end of the word, it slides to the right. But in America, in America, it slides to the right. In British, it slides to the left. What I'm saying is, if I want to write in British, I have to slide to the left. Okay? So we have guide. So we have G, we have I, and D. So it slides to the right. So guide. If you look at it very well, the G remain the same, but the UI change. There's a change in the UI to AI, which is I. So this is what makes English very difficult. So it means that we can say UI is the same as I. In another way, we can say UI is the same as I. I. Okay. So guide. Let's look at something about guide. First, you want to look at the phonemes. You look how many phonemes? G, G, plus I. This is a vowel blending. So together, vowel blending together. So we put this together, become I plus D. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. So we have G, I, and D. So we have 3 phonemes. So a phoneme is a sound in a word. A phoneme is a sound in a word. What kind of sounds? Symbols. When we use symbols or we use letters to represent a sound in a word, we say phonemes. But when we use letters and symbols to represent a word, then we say, get the meaning very well. To represent a word is grapheme. But to use letters to represent a sound in a word is phonemes. But just to use the letters to represent a word, just using the letter to just represent the word, like this one, guide. So this is grapheme and this is phonemes. Phonemes and this is grapheme. Okay? But this one is actually the IPA. We are using the IPA. Okay? Good. So let's move on and go more details. So we have 3 phonemes. Now this is the British spelling, and this is the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. Let's go to the American pronunciation. So with American pronunciation, we have, as I told you, it goes to the right. We have G, and we have the stress mark, the I, and the D. So in America, G, I, D, guide, guide. Sorry, I have to erase the middle one. Let me write one more time, sorry. So we have G, our I, and D. So this is I, G, I, D. The symbol you see on the top here means long vowel. If it is a short vowel, we can use this one, like this. Long vowel, we use this on the top of the letter. So if you see this on the top of the letter, it means long vowel. If you see this symbol, like U shape or V shape on top of a letter, it means short vowels. There are other options too. Sometimes you see point, just a period on top of the letter. It means short vowel. Sometimes you see double period, double periods on top of a letter, which means long vowel. So just remember this. So there are 2 ways of representing it in America. They can use the double periods, or the U or the V shape short vowel, and the dash on the top of a letter, which is long vowel. So now we have the I and we have our dash on top, so it becomes the long vowel. If it has been like just one point or just like that, it becomes it. But this time it's not it, it's I. So G, I, D, guide. This is 1 sound, 2 sounds, 3 sounds. So we have 3 phonemes. But the question is, how many syllables do we have? If you look at it very well, we are short of 1 vowel. We have only 1 vowel. So once we have 1 vowel, it means we have 1 syllable. Because the syllables are classified according to vowels. Not all vowels. Some vowels are silent. If you have a silent vowel, we don't classify it as a syllable. It's omitted or it's overlooked. So this one, for this particular, we have 1 vowel, so it's a 1 syllable word. So we say guide, guide, guide. And it has 3 phonemes. Let's go to the next one. The next one is called, can you see? The next one is electrician. Electrician. And we are going to look at, it's a noun. So this is a British pronunciation. Electrician. Electrician. Or we can also say in British, they have 3 pronunciations. So I'm going to pronounce all for you to hear. The first pronunciation is begin with E. Electrician. And the second pronunciation begin with E. So it's electrician. And the third pronunciation begins with long vowel E. So electrician. The difference between the first pronunciation and the second pronunciation is that with the first pronunciation, it's a short E. It's a short vowel E. The short vowel E. And the last one is a long vowel E. So electrician, 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 electrician. Now let's go to the American pronunciation. American pronunciation is the same as the first and the last pronunciation of the British pronunciation. That is electrician and electrician. So first we are going to look at IPA, look at American pronunciation, then we look at how many syllables, and we look at the phonemes. Let's go. Let's look at the grapheme first. So if you look at the spelling, you look at the grapheme, it's ELECTRICIAN. 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 So we are going to take it step by step and bring out the phonemes. So these are graphemes. So these are graphemes. All these symbols or the letters that you see are all graphemes. So we are going to change the graphemes into phonemes. That means we are going to change symbols as a word into sound in the same word. So the same way we are going to make the sound out of it. So let's look at this. The first one, this one, is going to change to A, the short vowel A, for the British pronunciation. And you see the L doesn't change, but this one here is E, and IPA, it is written this way, E. Then we have this C. Remember, in phonemes or IPA, we don't use C. Instead, we use K. So this C is going to convert, is going to change, is going to transform, is going to translate into K. So I'm going to write K there. Then we have our T, doesn't change. Then we have our I, R doesn't change. Then we have our I, doesn't change. So this becomes A. This becomes A. Let me clean that part. Good, good. So this becomes A. So electric. Then let's bring the shen. So the shen, we are going to use the sh, the sh sound, like a snake. Then we have our and n, and n. So and n. So electrician, elect, electrician. So if you look at this one, we're going to do some analysis to come out with this. So these are the phonemes. But now we want to get how many phonemes. How many phonemes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 phonemes. How many syllables? How many syllables? There is a vowel here, so 1 syllable. This 1. There's another vowel here, so 2 syllables. 1, 2. And there's another vowel here, 3 syllables. 3 syllables. There's another vowel here, 4 syllables. That is a like example, about. So we have another syllable. So how many circles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 syllables. So this is a 4-syllable word. 4-syllable word, electrician. Let's go to the other pronunciation, then we go to the American pronunciation because of our time. Let's look at other pronunciation. So let's go to other pronunciation. So first we did the E. This time we're going to use the E. Sorry, let me just write it in a dictionary form. So with the British IPA spelling or transcription, I said you write this one to the left. So electrician. So this one become E. So electrician. Electrician. 4 syllables. Let's see. Electrician. Electrician. 4 syllables. It's a 4-syllable word. Let's go to the third pronunciation. Then we move on to American pronunciation. Our third is E, the long E. So the long E. This is E. Electrician. Electrician. So this is the third pronunciation. Let's go now to the American pronunciation because of our time. With American pronunciation, we are going to take only one. I already explained to you that it's the first Britain pronunciation, the last Britain pronunciation. So let's take the last one. America is electrician. That's American pronunciation. Electrician. So it's electrician. This is SH. Shh. SH. Remember the SH sound. Shh. That's in America. So in British, it's going to be the snake symbol. The snake symbol. The snake symbol is the same in American as SH. So in America, they are using the grapheme. But in British, they use the IPA. That is why it's different. This is grapheme, this is IPA. Shh, as in ship. Let's go to the last word. Our time is up, but let's try to see if we can finish with the last one. So our last word is farmer. So with the British pronunciation, we have the long A. There are 2 long A's. Remember, we have the A and R. So we have farmer. Farmer. It's a noun. A person who owns or manages a farm. With American meaning of a farmer, a person who runs a farm. A person who runs a farm. Now let's look at the spelling, both grapheme and phonemes. Let's start with the grapheme. For farmer, F-A-R-M-E-R. Farmer. So we start with the British pronunciation, the IPA. So first, we're going to have our F, which doesn't change. F doesn't change. Says, and remember our stress is on the F. So we have the long A. A. This is R. In America, they say R as in car. Okay? Bar. But in British, they don't say the R. The A is sound, the long A is sound R. Like car. America, car. British, car. Okay. So now let's look at the spelling, the phonemes, the transcription of the phonemes. Then we're going to have our M and the farmer, farmer. Now, how many syllables? Before we can deduce a syllable, we need to count the number of active vowels. So we have our first vowel, which is our second vowel, which is about. So we have two syllables. So this word farmer is a two-syllable word. Farmer. Now let's go to how many phonemes can we get? Let's go to the phonemes. Then after that, we'll look at the British pronunciation. The American pronunciation, sorry. Let's go to the phonemes. So I have my farmer, long vowel. Then I have my M and the So I'm going to have F doesn't change, same. The long vowel is also same, doesn't change. Plus M, same. And the So So farmer. So with this one, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 phonemes. Remember, I said phonemes are representation of sound in a word. So if I'm using the F and this symbol and that symbol, we don't see this symbol in an alphabet. The usual 26 alphabet, we don't have it. This one too, the Swahili, we don't have it. So when I use this symbol to represent a sound, we call phonemes. The terminology is phonemes. So maybe our next lesson, we are going to look at segmenting. Segmenting is a way of splitting the sound. Segmenting. Let's go to the American pronunciation. So 4 phonemes. Let's go to the American pronunciation, then we can finish up. American pronunciation. So we have, remember I said America goes to the right. So on top of the R, there's 2 dots on the top. I talked about this before. In our previous lesson, I talked about this. So, and we have the R. Remember, America, R is very strong. Then we have the Remember this very well. The last letter in British, we use only this one. But in America, R is added. So if you want to use a grapheme, it's this one. As like a word like hair. So look at this very well. So we're going to have these are together, one sound, 2 sounds, 3 sounds. These are also together, 4 sounds. So 4 phonemes. So American farmer. We'll end here because of our time. We'll continue later on. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Bye.